Hello and welcome to the Fortitude Podcast. We're on episode 27. We are currently situated in a dojo, of all the places. I didn't bring the mic because I forgot it and I'm a dick. And yeah, I'm with, to my left,
Jason Watson.
To my right,
Come ready?
and me, the real Frankie Ludd. This is the best contraption I've ever...
Frankie, you're back to
I'm a fucking
swinging the mic
genius.
left and right again like last week.
I'm good. I just can't stop myself, Jay, to be honest. The mic's actually sitting on a chair that I can revolve when someone's talking.
Do you know what the funniest thing about this mic is? No, you don't have to spin it.
Yeah, because it's up quite hard, actually. I'm going to stop.
It's more because it's pointing at me and Jason quite naturally anyway, so you're going to be the one to do it.
Oh yeah, the mic is swinging at me and Kay. Look.
Not if I get here, though. I'll really ab it up. That ab crunch. Anyway.
That's going to be a problem.
Jay, what's your Instagram?
Rustic Soul. Not like anyone wants to know.
Okay, what's yours?
Life of Kamal. I missed this.
And me, the real Frankie Luz, and possibly Frankie Lusby, and also...
Let's play with Frankie!
I hadn't done that for years. Fuck, that's gone. That's dead.
Are you actually done with that now?
Yeah, I'm bored of
Why?
it. I'm on the Fortitude TV again. You know I have.
You are really back on that though.
Yeah, I have issues.
What are the issues?
I can't stick to anything ever. So.
Nice.
Help me when I start flagging.
Okay.
I'll need that. This is the longest we've ever done anything.
Well, when you're ready for the vlogs to get bad again, just give them back to me and I'll carry them on.
That's impossible, Jay, because you never made a bad one.
Oh, you are too lovely, but they're
alright.
not as good as yours. Yours are incredible. You are extremely talented. when it
You're
comes
both
to it.
really good.
Thank
Cheers, Kay.
Thanks.
But I feel like you didn't mean that, so I feel like you got a problem with us.
Stripped!
No, I mean that one. I actually felt that one. I thought it was because we were talking to each other about our podcast, our vlogs. And
you
Kay
felt it?
he just wanted to come in and just say.
So
actually, they're both
all
okay.
of a sudden, Jay's on Kay's side out of nowhere.
Well, he's got the most followers here. I wanted to shout me out.
The biggest curveball ever. I'm going to turn this bad boy down a little bit. Sorry, audience.
Just if you hear rustling and finger sounds,
Go on then, we're
Frank's
at it.
finger bashing the mic. So enjoy.
What's been going on this week?
Jason had a shoot yesterday.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that go, Jay?
I mean, I can start you off with an interesting thing. All right. Okay. So.
You've been saving this bit.
Yeah, this is a fun story. So originally, right, so we had this shoot ages ago. That was, I mean, Kay just pointed it away from me. If you hear my voice suddenly disappear, it's Kay's moving the mic away from me the whole time. Do you like that little bit of
Nice.
That was awesome.
voice control there?
Nice.
Right, so there was a photo shoot, and it was originally. This is why it's funny. So let me get to this because it sounds bad at first, and then it gets funny. Right, so originally this person, Kay, they asked you to do the shoot, didn't they? Before. So remember you telling me about is like
You gotta get closer than that.
yeah.
The uncle did, yeah.
Yeah, so it was originally a shoot, and then Kay was unavailable. So I strongly believe that when they asked me to do it, it's because Kay has got so many other shoots going on, he was no longer available. So they asked me to do it instead. And then I get there to this photo shoot. This is the bit I haven't told you boys yet. And I get there and she's telling me the basis of the photo shoot, and I'm sitting there wondering why me? Why
always me?
Why have I suddenly been chosen to do this shoot when they originally asked Kay? I'll tell you why. The opening line of this is, so I'm looking for someone who the character of the story was once like, you know, he was I want to word this in the best way. The character of this story was like a struggling musician who was like playing in the streets a little bit rough, looked a bit of a mess.
That's fucking horrible. I don't think she did not say
And then
that.
yeah, no, genuine truth. And then so the story was that he looked a bit rough around the edges, struggling to play.
And you're
the
perfect for
music.
the role,
And
by the way.
he's
She didn't
like-
say
and-
this at all.
No, she genuinely did.
Oh my God.
She genuinely did.
How did you wait for so long for that to come out?
Because I wanted to come out in the podcast.
That's incredible.
And do you know what? Kay knew all along.
He did. That's why he turned it down. He was
Yep.
like, actually, if you want someone who looks a bit rough and gross, probably talk to Jay. I heard you
I
say
feel
that.
like that's what happened.
Yeah. No, I have an, so
Just
yeah,
like that typical
so
case back.
The one time I get the shoot, it's because they wanted someone who's not as pretty.
They didn't want to. They wanted a bum.
It's a different look.
What do you mean? It's a different
Different
look.
look.
It's a
What,
different-
disgusting?
No, different style, innit? You got
To
got
be
that
fair,
one
I
there.
agree with Kay. It's a very. It's not. I was about to say something really nice, and it was going to come across horrible.
Sure.
I'm trying to say, not everyone fancies Kay, not everyone fancies Jay.
No one
Nobody
does.
fancies me.
Everyone fancies
Everyone
you.
fancies
Because I'm
you.
like a small gremlinite.
You are
You got a
gorgeous.
really great bum.
Well, that's where all the fat stores go. I've already told you, lads. I'm 80 kilos.
80 now.
80.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus, Kay.
Oh.
Could you be any more shocked?
I'm having a bit of a stressful period in my life.
I can't believe you, Frank.
No, that's incredible, man.
It's all going to my hips. And
That's the thing. You don't look like you put any fat on.
Yeah, well, I have. No, I definitely. I mean, that's a lie. That's definitely a lie.
No,
I was gonna say you look thicker. You look stronger. I think.
Some would say I'm actually weaker though. That's the issue here.
Are you?
I was doing squats yesterday, and I think I got down with 120. We're like, whoa, fucking hell, this is heavy.
That's so weird.
Yeah, but your weak squat is like a lot of people's quite good squat. Like
Frankie's got the best squat.
Yeah, like you can naturally like two. What was your when you got that
210?
210.
That's mental.
That was good. That's where my back fucking went probably.
Yeah, but you done it with good form.
I
When
did.
you first joined the team, we'll put up a video of Frankie doing a squat, and that's how everyone got to know you.
That was a shit 180, wasn't it? I remember the not a proper
That was
180.
I've never even felt a 180 on my back.
I'm surprised for my body weight I haven't snapped. Like, I don't know how the body can take it. Like just on your, compressing on your spine and shit.
You were quite robust then.
Yeah.
Like strong looking.
That might be why I am currently all the time injured.
I'm sitting here trying to say you're robust. You're like, I am injured a lot.
I mean, the muscle knots are killing me, lads. I feel like I can't breathe at times. They're poking through my back into my heart.
Oh shit!
That's what it feels like.
Your heart is just like getting jammed.
Just jammed by this big old fat knot.
Jesus.
That's probably actually just fat. That's probably the way the kilos have come from. These big knots, like tumours, hanging off me.
Imagine if none of us actually offered you a massage after you said all that.
I mean,
The thing is, you have said I can't. I don't feel very good asking for massages off these two because they haven't got the time. They're very busy men.
we're not that busy.
Not for you, mate.
No, the thing is because I've asked Kay when like he was in the building with me at times, and it's been the biggest hassle.
Really?
Yeah, he's not wanted to do it. He's not wanting to touch
That's
me.
not true.
I got a few spots on my back, and he's
Oh,
like,
what the hell?
and I can feel him go around it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I can feel him circle
I've seen
around.
him do it. I've seen him do like an S shape to try and get around.
Oh, that's so descriptively believable.
Yeah.
Yep.
The issue is with a back massage is I actually don't like the oil on my back because it really clogs me up and I get really spotty the day after. So I actually would rather not it.
We can wipe you after, wipe you down.
No, that's not the thing. Probably, I reckon sometimes I should stop not having a shower 2 days afterwards and let it really clog up.
Yeah, you should probably wash it off.
Wash it off pretty soon after.
That would help.
But no, that's a no from me. I don't know how we got onto this.
It's a no from me. I ain't gonna wash these off.
That's what's been happening this week.
It's been good.
Okay, have you been up to anything other than opening? Some surprise packages.
Oh yeah.
Should we score up, or do you want to save it? Or what's going on?
let's save that. Let's save that because I was actually going to say one of the other new changes this week is Frankie's back in charge of the YouTube, and is
Was that not last week?
we didn't really talk about it, did we?
Oh, did we not? All right.
I don't think so. I can't remember.
Frankie's back in charge of YouTube.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm currently making a murderer. Making a murderer. I've actually edited. Here's a situation that has arisen of some sorts. Last night, I'm putting all this effort in, creating this mental video, which is probably the best work I've ever done. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. He didn't like it.
You can tell he didn't like it.
Yeah, and then obviously I'm like, lads, I'm really excited. I couldn't help myself. I've sent it to you. I've sent it, lads. Someone watch it. No, nobody responded to that. And
Let's have a date night.
they actually skipped that bit and then moved on to my second. That's my own fault for asking multiple questions.
You do hurry the chat along too quick.
But then I went back to it at one point again. There was no one wanting to watch it, which is fine. And then I said to Kay this morning, "Okay, just fucking watch it." So he's watched it.
It was amazing.
And I think I got one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and then I also got.
I was amazed.
I just tapped Jay on the knee, by the way. I just tapped Jay.
That was you were showing the audience the tap.
Both me and Vicky were amazed.
Vicky didn't watch it, Kay.
No, she was there. She was.
She wasn't.
Oh, that's
the lie. I was next to you, Kay.
Oh,
That was at that point. What was she amazed at before then?
Okay, that was the biggest lie.
Oh, it was a picture of you because she saw a picture of you come up on Photoshop. Your picture was on Photoshop and she was, oh, that's amazing.
So what's happened here? kids.
I've just remembered.
Kay has just fully lied. Bear in mind, he said Vicky was sat next to me. It was me.
Wow.
Because I was watching.
Vicky sat next to me about 5 minutes before that?
No.
She was there.
I was there.
Oh, you
Yeah.
are horrible people.
Jay was here all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Jason was there.
But Jay's not seen it yet.
And then Vicky went to one of my
And he
upstairs.
probably
and I
never
watched
will
it.
because no one cares.
I watch it. I mean, I was panicking last night because I finished work obviously quite late. Then Frankie was having issues with his post uploads for the Fortitude TV.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to do it. And he sent me this stuff, and I was really scared I was going to do it wrong. Bearing in mind, Frankie had already snapped at me that day for,
I haven't snapped.
for uploading my Tuesday video on Tuesday. But he snapped at me thinking it was a Monday, and then he sent me like a condescending gif saying when I saw that video, he sent me a gif of someone like shaking their head in like a shit way, as if to be
Did that
like,
not make you laugh?
It did make me laugh. It made me laugh when we then came to the conclusion because me being a dum-dum, as soon as Frankie was like, "Oh, Jay, it's Monday today. Why have you uploaded the Tuesday video on Monday?" And I was like, "Oh shit, what have I done?"
And then you deleted it.
I can't believe it. Then I deleted it.
And then you went, wait, it's Tuesday, and I went, oh shit,
And
it is.
and then it's just a big fucking bunch
Couple
of
of fucking
goons.
idiots.
I was so confused reading it.
Kind of spastic.
It made perfect sense because you got King K and his Grims and his fucking little his baboon friends here couldn't even manage the uploads.
It threw me because you put it up at 7 at night. So obviously I was like, oh, fuck, what's going on? He's put it at 7 on a Monday. It's maybe 7 Tuesday morning.
I thought it was 7 Tuesday night. I thought that's what I scheduled it for.
Because obviously you said I put it up for 7, and I was like, oh, sick. So obviously I thought you meant tomorrow morning, but then that would have been Wednesday anyway. And so I was just really confused. I just didn't know what day it was. Ugh.
And I hate myself so much. I just believe it when I do something wrong. I was just like, yeah, fucked it, didn't I? Straight away, instantly fucked it.
There's that, and then Kay, I think, might have just double tapped each comment a couple of times.
Yeah.
She was like, and then I think you just went.
Yeah,
What were you doing? What were you up to with your?
I was having a date night with Jade.
it's cute.
It was wonderful.
Cute.
Had Nando's,
Ooh.
but takeout. Had gin.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, a little midweek drinking. That's the start of a serious problem, Kay.
I had a drink.
That sounds
I had a
good.
drink with you as well.
You had a drink with Kay, did you?
Yeah.
You
Not
go-
within the same
You
area.
go to the same place.
I had a drink with Louise last night.
I have
Do you like
clients
pink
for
gin?
one night and you go out drinking together.
Do
I
you like pink
genuinely
gin? Have you tried pink gin before?
pink gin. I mean, I've drank it probably about 50 times around you, Kay. I think you've ordered me a few before.
Pretty sure you have also highlighted as one of your favourite drinks at one point. I
I
remember you saying
really
that.
do like it
nice.
very
You
much.
Picked up some when we went bowling that time.
Oh, we did.
Ooh.
We
Yep,
did.
and- yep.
Oh, that was the best night ever.
So I do.
Everything.
Cheers.
I remember every little
I do
thing.
drink it, Kay. Yeah, I do enjoy it.
And Kate just asked you now, just for the first time. Oh, do you like pink gin, by the way?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's a cunt.
It takes me a while to remember. Like the Vicky thing, that took me a while to remember, but I remember it in the end.
Like my article. Oh, you forgot that too.
Oh,
Yeah,
call
but I
back.
remember it.
I
Call back.
remembered your one
Oh.
and have 3 copies of it.
A funny thing. Obviously, I think we actually talked about the magazine thing on the last episode, didn't we? Or like a few episodes ago.
Maybe.
There's been developments.
Yeah.
An email has
Risen.
shoe itself. And I'm just snooping around on
You
on the team email, just reading things that don't even belong to me. And then I saw obviously the magazine. It had a list of names. It was J, K, Zoe, and I thought, oh, there's a paragraph of what is needed of them. So being me and a massive ruse and a cunt, I'd screenshot each one of them, knowing full well that Jay is required to have less
than,
needed of him.
A lot less. Than
About
Kay.
1,000 words less.
Yeah, I
isn't it?
mean, I think about 3 pages less, isn't it?
Yeah, I
You've
think
got-
Zoe's got 2 more pages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kay's got like 4 pages and a front cover.
What did you got?
I got a headshot, a small headshot, and a single article.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you know?
and it's 30 words.
Do you know the issue? Do you know the issue that I've just realised is that not only are the business owners in the same magazine, one is genuinely going to be on the front cover where one's buried in the middle
And
somewhere.
has 4 pages.
It wouldn't have been so bad if you were by yourself in it,
Yeah.
but because Kay is also featured in it at the same time, you are now
Why
not
would you
only
dig it deeper?
you're
I'm
not
only-
only the top guy. You're not nowhere. You're in the middle. You're middle guy.
I mean, to begin with, I'm only in it out of pity as well because
Yeah.
I bitched about it there for a while. I was like,
I think you've dug yourself a bit of a grave here.
I have.
Because I'd rather not be in it.
At this point, I would, but I'm in too deep now. I have
You
to
are
stay.
in too deep.
I'm going to ask if I can get a front cover at some point.
You
Probably
should.
won't.
Definitely.
Maybe episode like magazine 109 or something.
Do it
Not-
for January.
not
That'll be a
number
good time
one.
to get front cover.
Not the number 1 magazine.
Yeah.
The first one. Are you always going to be front cover? Is that like a permanent swap?
just once. just for December.
The first one ever, though. You're going to be smashing it
That's
on
cool.
there.
That's gonna be the one that's worth a lot when I sign it for you.
Yeah.
Can you sign my front cover magazine? One of you. I want to sign one of you,
Sure.
so I can sell it one day.
You probably could sell that.
Then when I walk in tomorrow morning when I walk in the morning after the magazine, Kate's gonna go, "Is it weird seeing me for real?" Is it weird seeing me in
You
real
remember
life?
when you said that?
Kay once said this to someone. He went, "I heard you guys on your podcast before I'd seen you," and Kay was like, "It must be weird seeing us for real."
No, I did say like that.
They were celebrities.
But no,
in real
it
life.
must be strange though. If you fucking hell. You know, like if you watch a YouTube channel or something and you see these people in real life, it's a bit different, isn't it? It's a bit strange.
Yeah, I do get what you mean. It's just
That's
funny when you said it out like that.
I think it's because the funny thing is that we're exactly the same without the recorder on.
Yep.
I mean, this will stop and we'll probably be here another 20 minutes just chatting and more
Oh,
shit.
that's so true.
But a little bit darker. I mean, we're dark on this.
It gets worse outside of this.
Outside, it gets pretty like fucking
Get
suicidal.
arrested, I reckon.
Yeah, it's pretty mental.
Some of the things you say, we should probably get arrested for.
But you know, I mean,
we are the people's gym, remember?
but we're fucking nutcases. Don't fucking mess with me, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We are fucking wild cards, aren't we? I even got angry at the recorder just then. Like,
You've been the headbutting it.
I was going to headbutt it. If you hear a soft sound against it, it's my brittle bones hitting it. Yeah, exactly. That was Kay mimicking the soft sound of me hitting things.
Essentially, he said that your bone was.
I'm so weak that if I hit something, it hardly makes a sound, you little puss.
Yeah, your bone is that of a cap.
Yeah. I have the bone density of a plastic cap.
Right. That's week. Have you got a K list on in your phone? By any chance? We're bringing it back. We couldn't help ourselves.
We are bringing it back. I mean, I was going to bring out the situation station, but the K list is back instead. So
Alright.
the situation station is complicated.
Yeah.
I was going to bring up last week because last week's podcast was a little bit
Too nice for me.
too nice, that one.
Yeah, last week was flaccid.
It was a bit.
Since I came into this duo, I have poisoned your blood cells.
Poisoned
You
talk.
never used to be like this.
No, we didn't.
That's
you were
true,
really
actually.
nice guys.
We were.
I
We
just
were
brought the
lovely.
worst out in you.
You did.
And I'm just there,
You
bringing you down.
You brought I had a group of friends that I save all my like darkness for, and now you come in and you've poisoned the duo into the poison trio.
Yeah.
So you've got darkness. That's probably why you're really dark, because you've got darkness all around.
Yeah. So the other friends are, then my big friends here they are. And like,
K was your light.
He was my light, and now we're tainted by a little bit of orange, I think.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
All
so
right.
the K list. All right. I got a few previous ones. I can't remember why because they were on here for backups.
Can I read the thing like
All right.
like the good old days?
All right. Let me just.
Are you gonna write them in right now?
There's only three. There's only a few.
That's
all right.
right.
Ready?
Number 1, enter the shadows. Enter the shadows.
Yep.
Number 2, don't talk. Number 3, give up.
Yep.
Number 4, blank space. Number 5, blank space. Number 6. I have to read the left side quickly. Cookie dough. What does that mean?
You'll find out.
All right, go on then,
You'll
Jay.
find out. All right, okay.
Open us up.
This one is a previous one, which was there before the K list got removed for an episode, so I can't fully remember, but Kay called me a sideline guy.
How did
Solution, don't talk. I can't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure there was some sort of joke where I mentioned being a sideline guy and Kay agreed with it and didn't fight it. So I think that's why I sidelined myself and said this is what Kay called me. I mean, to be truthful, he didn't directly say those words to me, but in a roundabout way he did.
Nice.
Sideline guy.
Nice.
All right. Oh, yeah, okay, all right. So, all right, context. So I was in the gym, me, Kay were in the gym, then Rosie came down to the gym as well, she's one of our members, and she was chatting, we all talked, we had a very good three-way conversation. All right, everyone's chatting, and then, so we're talking as a group, okay, and then suddenly something appears on Rosie's phone, some sort of video of sorts, like a story of kinds, and it was a story that I believe Rosie had took of Kay himself previously to me being part of the conversation. And, right, so they were already there. So during the conversation, halfway through, both Kay and Rosie stopped listening to what I was saying to look at a video of Kay that Rosie had taken. Even though they were there together in the moment for real, they then both had to ignore me during my sentence. So it's just legit during my sentence to look at the video, what they just took of each other.
I don't remember.
So they were,
that
yeah, you
bad.
don't because you got into the zone of just like,
Yeah, you don't remember
you
a
were
lot of
looking at a video about yourselves, both of you, and you completely stopped talking to me because even though you were I stress that you were already in the moment first. So the moment's already happened for real. Then you had to re-experience it through video at the expense of ignoring me.
Shit.
So I put, don't talk. Don't talk anymore.
Don't say anything.
Defeats the object because I'm talking now. But it's different. I have Frankie here to defend me on my
Yeah,
talks.
man, you've always got me to back. So I'm somewhat here to back you up and also bring you down.
Yeah, you ruse me and you kind of back me up, but then at the same time you stir it on quite a lot.
I do really enjoy it.
All right, so this is, when I mentioned previously about getting into the article magazine thing because I bitched and moaned my way in there. Before that, I wrote up one that Kay thinks I'm a bad writer and couldn't remember one of my previous articles. Now, this situation was a time where we were talking about article writing, and I quite enjoy it. And Kay had an article before he had like a two, I think it's 2 and a bit page spread, and I only had 1 page in this. There's 2 different magazines, and I remember what Kay wrote about, and have copies of this, and he couldn't remember what I wrote about. And that was Give Up.
Basically. I even remember so well that you've said this, I think 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
2 episodes ago.
Yeah. So
there you go. Throwbacks.
I
hated Frankie.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this was a great one. All right. Okay. Quotes from Kay.
Quotes from Kay.
Everyone thinks Jay has terrible ideas.
What?
And then quote.
Jesus.
That's
Kay.
not a quote.
Actually.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I feel like you've used quote very loosely.
All right. Okay. All right then. Okay. So the first quote may not be so true, as in I said that quote, not Kay. The second quote Kay said was actually pretty good. All right, we're talking about something that's come up about the business and where we're going. And I'd previously discussed it with the guys and was like, this is something we should do. And they very quickly were not on board with it or really like doubting it. And then
didn't understand it.
Didn't understand it. And then Frankie had the same sort of idea with the same, because we had a chat with someone about this. You meet the special guests on our vlogs. And he explained it to Frankie as well, probably better than I explained it, which is why it made sense to Frankie then. Or was it because it came out of a different source? And I know it's because it came out of a different source, because when I was like, everyone just assumes that I'm a dum-dum and have terrible ideas. Kay went in saying, actually pretty good, as in they're actually pretty good sometimes. And Jay, the stupid fuck, actually says some things that make sense, but we just need to hear it from someone else's voice first in order to believe it. So like, there's a stigma about me in this career.
You say that though.
You've created a stigma.
They seem to think that
you're bringing me into this.
They seem to think that no matter what I say is wrong, until they hear someone say the exact same thing.
I don't think that's true. Because
that's very true.
Kay wasn't buying what I was saying until I then made him look up Shopify and Squarespace together, and we looked at because I was sounding like a dum-dum when I was trying to.
It's because
when the evidence came out.
Because when you chat to Kay, he treats you like a dum-dum first, because it's.
He did actually treat me. He
treats you like a dum-dum first.
And he was like, so I said, yeah, I'm on board with Squarespace now. And he was like, oh, what made you do this and not this? And then I was like, I was thrown. I was just like, I was off the horse.
Yeah.
I had like whiplash because I was so thrown.
I was just curious.
You came up with an interesting thing.
What's that?
Yeah.
You didn't. I'm now about to make it up.
All right, go on then. Dead air. No. Okay. What?
No.
You're just going to lie? You're just going to create a lie? Oh, my God.
I was just going to spin something.
The K-list has lost its edge.
All right, so the last one was a cookie dough situation. Last night you received a video from Kay saying Jason wasn't going to save you cookie dough.
Yeah.
There's a cookie dough. I thought it was just a...
it was
it's
nice.
Cookie on top with like dough in the middle, isn't
I had
it?
cake
Like
scraps one time.
Yeah, so I know that you didn't have a whole one. And I saw one hidden away, which... I can only assume that Kay hid away for himself in the first place.
Frankie had 2.
And then...
That's a lie. Lie.
So basically, here's the thing, right? So there's one hidden away. I pulled it out and I went, oh, whose is this then? And Kay was like, oh, that's your one. I was like, no, I've had one now. And Kay went, oh, it's mine then. Like, it's mine. And then I went, wait a minute, Kay. You've already had one. And I've had one. But now because there's one extra, you say it must go to you. Because if everyone's had one, the extra one should go to Kay because he must have 2. And then I was like, no, God damn it, no. And that's those exact words came out of my mouth. No, what I actually said was, oh, well, why don't we share it, Kay? Like, there's one extra, me and you just share it.
That's what I suggested to give to Frankie.
Oh, you little rude.
At the moment, Jay, it sounds like you had the option to give it to me and you thought, you know what, fuck it, we'll share it.
Okay, no, of course it is, because that's what Kay's told you there and then.
I've been
And then as I
manipulated.
left, I went, actually, Louise, what time do you finish? knowing that she's finishing soon and
now,
probably
so,
going to see
so now
you.
Jason's hitting on your
And
girlfriend.
then, oh, that is disgusting.
That's a horrible
So,
thing to
to
say.
say that in the podcast would mean not only would I be treating bad, frankly.
He's getting, you are, Jay's up to something. He can't get his words out.
No, Kay's doing it. He's disgusting. He's done it to me. No, so not only are you suggesting I'm hitting on Frankie's girlfriend,
You're hitting on my girl.
you're also
can't get your
suggesting
words
that
out.
I'm going against my own fiance and hitting on another girl.
That's horrible. That's
So
what makes it even
you're saying
Well,
I'm
the way
too-
these words stumbled out of your mouth.
That's because what Kay does. He creates a web of lies to trick you. But anyway, as I then went, I was like, oh, I don't think Frank's had a whole one. Louise, why don't you take this one with you and give it to Frankie?
Just slap her ass when you.
You fell right into Kay's web there.
Go on,
He's
sorry.
got you.
Yeah,
He's got
he's
you.
warped me.
He's done this to you your whole life. He's got
sweating.
you. He's got you in his grasp again, Frankie.
Go on then, sorry, Jay, go on.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm out here trying to defend you here.
Well, you are
trying to
to
share
you
the
are
goods
trying to
with
give
you.
me a cookie.
And Kay is trying to suggest, one, that I
Where is
cheat
this
on my
cookie?
fiance, and two, that I would go after your own girl. That is a
Ah,
horrible thing.
it's
The
disgusting.
fact that you'd even think about that.
It's disgusting.
Says otherwise.
Disgusting thing to say.
Yeah, I mean that is hideous. Why would you even
Anyway.
suggest that? I would never ever.
What's this
ever-
cookie?
ever-
What's
But
happening with
anyway,
this cookie?
so then I was like, oh, give this to Louise. Give this to Frankie instead. I'm fucking all over the place right now. And then she was like, oh yeah, that's a nice idea. Because I was like, oh, he hasn't had a whole one yet. He got Kay's scraps last time.
I did. Yeah, I got a
The
rat.
scraps of which were originally left for me anyway. But Frankie was like,
That's
nah.
you, the loyalty there. I
Yeah.
ratted them little scraps out. I didn't even let Jay have them.
So like, and I still tried to bless you
did.
with one. And then when we found out, that Zoe had already given this one to Kyle, actually, it turns out. And then so I was like, well, there's no harm there because no one's actually told you, so no one's going to get your hopes up to let you down.
Oh, and then
Then Kay sends you a video saying we saved you one because he wanted to make me look bad.
Oh.
By jumping on the fact that I almost tried to save you one, but it turns out I couldn't. But he tried to do it, and then in the end, he'd done it anyway, knowing the fact that actually it's now left for Kyle. So he got your hopes up.
I know. Issue is, I did have one, a whole one.
Did you?
So you lied to us in the end. So I tried to defend you for that long.
Yeah, you
For a
were
lie.
definitely defending a complete liar. I was.
Wow.
So you had more than one.
So do you
You
know what I
had
found
one
out
and a
here?
bit.
Do you know
One
what I
and a
found
half.
out here, Kay?
What's that?
We should have a Frankie list instead.
Oh, what the hell?
I think what we've determined this podcast is Frankie has come into this team and poisoned it from the inside out.
Have you seen the
no.
film Den of Thieves?
We haven't,
Oh,
but
The thing
please
is,
watch it. It all
no.
makes sense. Frankie is the guy at the end.
no,
Oh,
Frankie.
When you watch it,
Spoiler.
You have a great way of. I can't believe this. Things have changed around here.
Oh, the thing is, Jay, when I walked in, what day was it? Well, when did this happen?
I don't know. This is your story. You ain't going. This is your bit.
I didn't know what day it was
your
yesterday.
words
I
right, bro.
thought it was Monday yesterday.
What's
Was I
that?
in Monday? Was I in yesterday?
That's not.
Yeah, I did. I
subject
came in the
here.
morning.
This
I
feels like
ca-
too much of a lie now. You
I
can't
came
seem
in
to
the
tell us
morning
exactly
to
what's going
train.
on.
I came in the morning to train, and no, that sounds a big lie there. I
yeah.
came in. I came in just to train. Oh
Well.
no, I actually did
Go
for
on, go
once. And I saw Zoe, and then
Who
I
did you see, Zoe?
saw Zoe, and I
What time?
morning at some point. I
Okay.
think probably about 12.
I mean,
Well,
at some
Wednesday?
point, it's not an exact time.
yesterday, 12.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Wednesday. On a Wednesday.
Yesterday. It's
On
Wednesday
Wednesday.
today.
Oh, is it now?
Zoe's not in on Tuesday mornings.
She wasn't.
Well,
Oh, is this what it feels
She's not
like
on-
to be
she's not on
absolutely
shift.
lied again?
It's called badgering.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you badger a witness.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Are you trying to pressure me?
Yeah.
We're going back into the.
So then I
locker
see
room.
3 empty, whatever the cookie tub things, whatever the fuck they're in. And I was like, what the hell? Cheers for saving me some. So I didn't have one at this point. I had scraps. And then she went, oh, they're in my car. Oh, so I went and got one. I helped myself. I ate it all with one knife. Fully just got it with a knife. Took ages. It was fucking,
spoon as well.
it's fucking brilliant.
Mate.
Yeah, I'm not using everyone's spoon.
Just mine.
There's only
Ah,
Kay's spoon.
yeah, who knows what's going on in that mouth?
Oh.
I mean, who know? I know what's going on in my mouth. Huh?
You do know what's going on in your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
A secret cookie dough pot that you lied to us about, and I tried to defend you. And then you ate my scraps. You ate Kay left me
No.
scraps.
I ate the scraps before. So the scraps was the
I mean,
first
it
bit
was
of
half
cookie
the
that I
cookie, it
tasted.
wasn't even
And then the day after, I had one in the morning and one at night, and I finished it.
So okay, all
Yeah, the
right. So
three-course dinner.
knowing that my scraps were taken, and I had not consumed any yet, tasted such delights yet, you still didn't even think to save me some of your own, even though I then was
What are you
absolutely
talking
trying
about?
to save you one. Like,
No, because she had 4 on her car seat, so
And
I
you
took
ate them
one, and I knew you were going to get one. I ate one.
you ate them all.
Yeah, sure. I'll go to a fucking prison. I ate them all.
I mean, I've come to another realization here that we have fallen into Zoe's trap. Her original idea was to
Zoe,
bring
yes.
one into the gym. Maybe she brought that one to begin with to ruse everyone.
That was to get us against each other.
And this is we're now like 3 days into this whole cookie dough thing,
And we're still talking
and
about
it's
it.
still a
That's
problem. She got what she wanted.
I've got another problem over here, boys.
Oh,
This
shit.
is the Fortitude trainers chat.
Oh shit.
So Karen just asked to confirm how much the pre-workouts are. Zoe said 150.
Yeah.
Karen said may have been charging £2.
Karen's been thieving.
my numbers.
Oh, is that why Nick said these £2 then this morning? And I went, no, £1.50. She also, poor Karen, she also said, how much do we pay for waters? I went, Karen, you don't pay for like the 50p waters. And members, do the members get not members, clients.
Clients get them for free.
Get them for free. And she went, I've been charging all this time. I swear she got one thing, monsters as well. Don't know how much the monsters were. I believe that was the case.
How? They've been £1 for a very long time.
On the wall.
Yeah.
I actually now feel like I've lied about that. I feel like that was something she said, but I'm going to go with it. She said that.
Oh, that's the daughter, Karen. That's very cute.
That is very adorable.
It's very, very cute. If you listen to this and you've been charged £2 before, we don't do refunds.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, we can't mess with it.
Messes up Jay's numbers.
But,
exactly.
You know, you're always welcome to buy them at £1.50.
Yeah, discount now.
Yeah.
For all you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's an interesting little thing, though.
We've got some vegan protein bars. Cool, this really is dead air, isn't it? Talking about vegan shit.
I mean,
I've got a question.
We've done well since. Go on then.
That's
Go on,
true.
okay.
That's all right. Since when? When did we...
We've done well all this time. I thought we've been quite fluent.
Yeah,
it's been a
You
good
just
one.
farted, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
I heard it squeak.
No,
we were about to start the podcast.
I
when
heard
Kay
it
first
was- it had a
started.
wet end.
No, how did it have a wet end?
I've been farted on by Kay and Frankie today.
Well, don't bring my fire into it.
Yeah.
Mine was outside where air was travelling in many directions.
Mainly on me.
Okay, talking about farts then. Would you rather eat a poo flavored
This is ridiculous.
chocolate or chocolate flavored poop?
I think a poo flavoured chocolate. I mean, I eat shit anytime. I eat both of your guys' poop. Shit
Yeah,
right over
if
me.
someone told me that your shit tastes like chocolate, I'd be, I'm right.
Yeah.
And if someone then said, but, you know, I'm not going to kill you now. If you eat this chocolate that tastes like poo, I'd be like, well, I'm obviously going to eat the chocolate that tastes like poo.
Yeah, because then you, as far as you're concerned,
How
it's
do you
still
know what
chocolate.
poo tastes like, Kay?
I'll probably take the death option.
Well, I mean, you can judge.
How
by
does
the smell.
Kay know so well what poo tastes like
Yeah,
to be able to make this question up?
I mean,
Because
you would never.
poo might taste fucking good.
It might do.
Yeah, that's up in mind.
I'm sure for some people of the who are
Well-
interested in that, they might like
Tell
it.
you what, talking of poo, have you seen that video on Facebook where the guy shits on the other guy?
Oh, yes, oh God, have I seen that video? I'm going to make a readjustment of my body posture at the moment because I am
Yeah, you look really
very,
spread.
very uncomfortable.
I love how you said it on Facebook, like a 50-year-old would say. Have you seen that thing
On
on
the
internet?
Facebooks.
On the Facebooks.
Have you seen the one where they spread their butt cheeks and when you're doing sit-ups, you do like 5 sit-ups or something with your eyes a blindfold on, and then like on the a 4th or 5th one or whatever, a guy stands there and spreads his cheeks, so when you come to sit up, your nose goes in his bumhole.
Well,
That sounds
what I really want to
incredible.
know
That's funny.
is how the hell did we get 1.6k views? Or
Well, I was
listens on
talking
there?
about this shit.
Yeah, like who are you guys and why are you listening to this?
Comment below who you are,
Yeah.
and to be fair, you can do that now because we put these on YouTube.
Yay! Follow us on Instagram.
We're doing our competition. 250 followers equals 1 Fortitude. Who knows what shirt? You know, we don't know what it is.
Yeah, at the moment we're having some
No, we're not.
Ooh,
discussions.
discussions about clothing and the fact that get us 250 subscribers and you can have one for free. Not all of you. I mean, one person. I've put that up a lot now.
Mm.
No one cares.
So hopefully, if we get 250 subscribers, you get one T-shirt.
Yeah.
It could be you.
The thing is, Kay felt the need to repeat what I said because what I said was stupid. So Kay thought, well, let's give it with a real man to say it.
Yeah, exactly. Remember, it's we are stupid until proven not.
We were stupid, though.
We had a proper dumb moment yesterday. If you go to the start of the podcast, you'll hear all about that
Should we
again.
say it again?
Restart the podcast. All right, have we got any questions this week, lads?
What was the question you were gonna-
asked a question.
We didn't really.
That's because no one responds.
Yeah.
I've asked many times, and we get someone say, "Well, what's Kay's number?" I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah, I
Fuck
get that
off.
all the time.
Let's put it on.
UK's friend, yeah. Must be cool being with Kay a lot. Yeah.
At first hand, I've experienced some K moments. Like, I think we went to Wait, is it Booker's over the road?
Yeah.
We went. I think I went shopping with Kay to just carry his bags. I think. And this bloke went, "Oh, you're on the TV!" Looking directly at Kay. And he went, "No, Beaver Week, you're so funny, man."
Oh,
so funny. I was standing next to him the whole fucking time. I mean, we were barely in a scene without each other.
You put the bikini on.
I put the bikini on. And and he was like, "Oh," and then you went to pity me. Frankie was in it too, and he went, "All right."
Oh no!
Like, fuck off, joke. That's what I'm calling him.
Have we got a
Joke.
new segment called the K Moments when we've experienced K Moments?
I feel like it's just a K list,
It's
isn't
a
it?
K list because I once called someone. I was like, "Oh, you look like." I called him, someone on Instagram. I called him handsome because he had a new coat, a new jacket. I was like, "You look handsome as hell, man." And he went. His response to me was, "Nah, K's Mr. Handsome." And I was like, "Yeah, man."
He really is.
He really is. It must be if even you brought him up in our own conversation. You made the conversation about K somehow.
Was that Debouche Nut?
No, that was actually. I know. I don't know if I should say who it is. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
That happened. So-
K moments.
and then
I mean,
I
can't think
got
of it.
another
Go
one.
on.
Someone said like, someone on Instagram. I had a message request. I was like, I don't get these very often. When I got like a request for a message, I opened it up and it was like, "Oh, you know Kay, don't you?" And I was
Even
like,
in your request
yeah.
bin.
And like the first thing the guy says to me, I was like, "Yeah, man." And he went, "Oh, I love what you guys are doing." I was like, "You didn't mean us." Right?"
You just only now figured I was in it.
Yeah. And then he was like, "I'm gonna have to come down to Fortitude sometime." I was like, "You've tried to message Kay before, haven't you?" And he's ignored it, and you've come straight to me instead.
Can you get me in touch with this K fella?
Yeah.
Do you know we were talking about the little competition we've got going on? Should we say what it is now? Because we're coming to an end. We're pretty much done on this bad boy.
Yeah.
So we're doing a competition between ourselves who can get the most free shit from companies, really. So let's do the numbers. Kay, what you want?
I don't know.
Since the last podcast when the
Since the last
competition
podcast.
started.
Take a guess. Doesn't have to be accurate.
We'll say 10.
10. 4.
You've got 10 confirmed
In a
packages.
week?
Yep.
Cool. Jay.
1.
Nice. 0 from the old Frank Meister over here.
But we haven't done any thingies, have we?
I feel like you put in a lot more time into it than me and Jay.
Well, I'm on
How many
toilet and
hours do you...
stuff.
Really?
Yeah. It's like passive time.
To be fair, 'cause I've only done dedicated since last week and this podcast. I've done it on one night. I dedicated like about an hour to do it, and I got that in that hour is when I got the most responses. I mean, those responses turned into unanswered emails afterwards, but one of them turned into a closed deal.
Yeah.
So
You got some
You get
stuff
some rings,
there.
don't you?
I'd imagine if you're putting the work in, like if you are doing like an hour a day, like what Kay has been doing, then you are going to get the.
To be
It's more
responses.
like
fair,
15
yeah.
minutes, I'd say.
Yeah?
At the moment. Yeah. If I.
Only
Alright.
it's probably like
Just
5
fucking
minutes.
spit on me. Spit
But I
on
mean-
me.
but I mean-
Jason!
But I mean, if we were to like all together sit down for an hour and literally concentrate every single day to do it, I think we'd smash it.
The thing is, but then I had a situation come up earlier. So I'm messaging the companies, I'm doing it. I'm just like a whore. I'm just like, here you go. Here's an already made message. Oh, have this already made message. I
Yeah.
just sent them. And then they respond, oh, thanks, man. Really appreciate this. We've been doing some hard work. And immediately I felt guilty. And it really sucked. Didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few companies that like small ones that message me.
Yeah, and then I feel like because I know full well that they're going to give me expensive stuff that
they can't afford.
then I'm
Yeah.
definitely not going to get
I
anything
wouldn't be
with
able
it.
to do it for my consciousness.
I feel like you have done
You
it.
have done it for a long time now.
Not for small companies.
I love how we both leaned in there, Jay,
Yeah.
because we had a point.
I've rejected a couple. But
Really?
yeah, I said, oh, I don't think I'll be of much value to you because blah blah blah.
I suppose, to be fair, I believe you because you get so many. It's like you can pick and fucking
You
choose.
need to say yes to you. I also think that no matter how hard you try and sell yourself, in the end, if they look at your follower account, it's still not as, like you can be like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I've got all this to offer you, and they go, oh, but you only got
Yeah.
3
How many
points.
has Lucy got?
I've got,
Lucy Paul?
but she also has a blog, doesn't she? So
She does.
Her blog
3,500 followers.
yeah,
And
so she's got about the same as me.
yeah, and she got
She
that
gets
coach
loads.
degree.
Yeah, but she also has a fashion blog, and she does like she
Yeah,
writes
yeah,
about
yeah.
fashion as well. So it goes beyond just Instagram. She has a whole blog, and I don't think she asks for all of her. She just gets.
She's not as needy as
Yeah,
us.
she's
she
not
just
asking
gets, yeah.
because they find out about her blog. So these companies obviously do look for fashion bloggers to give stuff to.
Let's write a blog. Let's go back on that.
Should we?
Well, we had
You had an idea about a magazine, didn't you? You wanted to
Oh yeah, so
write a
this.
magazine.
do your own magazine. I think that's quite cool.
Do you want to do a magazine?
I think I've spoken to Jason about it as well before I started being.
Sounds really good.
Really?
Is it going to call K Weekly?
That's a good idea.
We could have like stickers.
Oh, you get like a little comic book strip about K doing things to us too. Like
Oh
our heads always
shit!
end up chopped off at the end of it or something.
And then it goes typical game.
Dun, dun.
Nice.
And just like that, the
We're
magazine.
back on the eggs. sorry, Gabe. We interrupted. Go
That's
for it.
fine. No, I was just thinking about the way magazines work and stuff like that, based on a current contact. And all that person's doing, they have this outreach, apparent outreach of, I don't know, 65,000 people, which includes emails, Facebook likes on Facebook, and Instagram followers. And that's what he presents to the company. So he has a sales guy who calls up companies and says, hey, we have this sort of outreach. Why don't you buy an ad, a quick strip in an ad, £200 or £500 for a 4-page spread. And then we'll put you in a magazine. So they did it quite a few times. I think they've just broke even. I think they're like 12K now already this month. So that's quite a lot of money in sales. And yeah, all
So
they
it
do
could be
is-
worth a shot.
Could be worth a
Try
shot,
and do
yeah.
it at zero expense as possible. I mean,
I mean,
it's
if he
not
does it,
possible,
then we can do it.
Yeah, because I guess you're developing a platform for people to put themselves in,
Yeah.
and like they will, if you promise how many X amount of reach it's going to go, they're just going to be like,
we know a lot of people.
We do know a lot of
yeah,
people.
who would write in it.
I was also thinking of doing a separate Instagram page. Well, I wasn't thinking, I already did it.
Did you hear the word separate and me? there?
This probably goes with the Facebook comment. You actually screenshotted, didn't you, Jay? I think it was the one where Kay went and also our solo ventures or something
Oh
something
yeah,
along
so we
those lines.
discussed all the solo adventures, which highlight the fact that the one who brings up solo adventures the most. Okay, that's it. It's not going anywhere. I'm just highlighting the fact that one of us brings up solo adventures. a
No,
lot.
I was just listening to watching some YouTube videos on Instagram growth and stuff like that. And pages like I'm Just Bait, they post like 6-7 times a day, and that's their income. Like, how cool is that? You literally just post on Instagram.
I mean, if it fucking works, it works.
Yeah. So I've just made a page called Men's Fashion Star. So it sounds like Men's Fashion Insta. And I'll just literally steal other people's content. I'll give them credit for it. Obviously use the hashtags and stuff. And hopefully let that grow.
There are a lot of pages like that. If you go onto like on the explore page, you go onto fashion or style. There's just so many pages. It's just men's fashion, just pictures of people's men and dressed up, and
That's
they
all it
tag
is.
the account on there.
It'd be interesting to see if you're too late to the party. That's why
Yeah.
if you do really well, it'd be like, oh shit, there's still a market in it.
Yeah,
It will
'Cause
be,
there's so
it'll be fun
many.
to see, yeah.
I'm gonna do it as well.
Nice.
Yes!
I wasn't sure what to do, like fitness content or fashion or business or what. But we've already kind of got a fitness page on our own personal
Yeah,
pages. So
it'd be going against our own.
You could definitely go niche with it. You could pick like even a fucking TV show, like Game of Thrones, and just do Game of Thrones memes or something.
yeah, that's the thing.
Shit.
Nice.
Frankie's
got a new page.
I'm gonna trademark Game of Thrones. If that's not already been done. Anyway, I think that pretty much wraps up. We've been
That was a
babbling on
good
for
podcast.
42 minutes.
I like that one.
I'm gonna go kill Kay off
Nice.
quickly,
Yeah.
and then
Why?
leave it at that.
That's this
For the
series
video.
we've been-
For the video. They
Sick.
come up behind you and strangle you.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You left a towel in my back garden over there.
Oh, shit.
The one he's strangled me with.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Man.
that's alright. It was wet.
I thought I left it on you.
Nah.
I left it upon your person.
just
Ah.
littered in his back garden.
Sorry, mate. Oh, no.
Nah, it's alright, mate. It's fine.
I think it rained, and then no, because then we ran off. We all ran off.
We did run off in the rain. To be fair,
I mean,
It
my
was,
door was left open. And
Oh.
it's okay.
Was the door left open?
Yeah, it's fine.
I thought.
I thought
we all
it's
closed it.
I thought you were the last one.
You
in.
were the
I
last
mean,
one
yeah,
in.
no, it was me.
And you were the last
I'm
one near
reasoning.
near the towel.
I'm doing what you guys are doing.
Oh,
to
this is
me.
just mean.
No,
This is mean
You're
spirited.
just putting judgments out there based on our behaviour in your home.
Yeah.
It's not like we were sniffing your pants or anything.
Hey, go watch the
Hey.
vlog.
FortitudeTV on Instagram.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you know there's actually a Fortitude TV already on YouTube?
Good.
It's just Fortitude Space TV, and we're Fortitude TV.
Why?
And they've got more followers than us. They've got 33.
The picture is a group of people.
Yeah,
We had
and
a
like,
big
I mean,
crowd.
our content's going to surpass yours, friend.
Yeah, we should message them. Say, can you get off?
Fuck off. Yeah, we're
There's
not
also
going to do
a
that.
TV series on Sky called
Fortitude,
as well.
apparently it's not very
That
good.
message of saying stare this page immediately.
Yeah.
Fucking be first April. There's this company that keeps commenting on everyone's photos, especially Frankie's. Just leaving
I
bullshit
get them.
comments that doesn't make any sense.
Come up in my bumhole and
that's
check
hard.
my voicemail.
I mean, I'm gonna read this particular one out because it made me giggle a lot inside.
Is it close?
I've got
Is it
one.
nearby?
While Kay's looking for that, I want to know what this one was this morning, Kay. When we had a comment on one of ours saying "Keep it up" by Hamad Dassama,
Oh yeah.
and you said "or don't."
Meaning, or don't to our content. Don't keep up. You don't
As
want our
in-
content to keep it up.
As in, no more. Don't keep up the.
I don't
It's just-
understand.
How did you get yourself out of this
I
one?
didn't understand that
It's
comment.
regarding the sniffing. Like no, I mean Rosie got it because she liked it.
Keep it up. or
Yeah.
don't. But it's because like in an instant like that, that looked like in response to him saying "keep it up," and yours looked like you're saying "or don't" to us.
Yeah, like our
Oh, no.
content is shit.
Maybe you should have.
Don't
put,
keep it up, you wank stain.
Yeah,
That's exactly what
Yeah.
I read from it.
I didn't understand that.
I didn't.
Oh,
At
I
man.
know
first,
exactly
I
what
thought.
you
Well, to clear it up for anyone that's listening to the podcast, it's in regards to sniffing my pants.
And I will keep that up. You can't tell me not to.
All right.
and
Oh,
if,
yes.
if you don't give us new ones, we'll just find your old ones.
I prefer the old one. The clean ones had too much of a cleanly smell.
Yeah.
I like the pure bums.
Yeah, the bit that smells like.
I like
It's
the
like
occasional
salty.
hair
Yeah.
that's
The
left
hair
and
is
Oh,
soil.
I like it.
Hopefully
Anyway.
they'll just merge inside the other hairs in the nose. And
You get
Same.
stuck.
I'm getting
To my
the
left.
Jason Watson,
My right.
Kamal,
Me, Frankie Lars J. What's your Instagram?
Rustic Soul.
Okay.
Life of Kamal,
And me,
Here we go.
the real Frankie Luz.
and
I'm Frankie Lusney.
And
Let's play with Frankie.
Men's
FortitudeTV.
Fashion SDA.
Stop.
nice.
Anyway, see you then. You didn't do your thing.
Bye.